Paris Saint-Germain finally experienced the moment they were waiting for 54 long years. Players, fans, the entire support staff all celebrated as PSG clinched their first ever UEFA Champions League title, destroying Inter Milan in a one-sided 5-0 thrashing in the final. And the emotions were impossible to miss: the euphoria, wild parties, and a touching tribute to the manager who made it all possible, Luis Enrique. But what followed was not just a casual gesture of gratitude. We will get to that in just a bit. Let's rewind to a young PSG side under the guidance of Enrique, walking into the Allianz Arena in Munich with purpose. They weren't just chasing a historic treble, they were on a mission to end decades of heartbreak. From the very first whistle, Inter Milan simply couldn't keep up. PSG's youngsters charged forward, scored relentlessly, and controlled every inch of the field. At times, it felt like PSG had an extra man on the pitch.
Our fans were 12th man on the pitch. The team reflects the supporters we have. I'm so happy. Don't know what else to say.
And he wasn't exaggerating. It truly felt like the crowd was carrying them through. For years, their fans had waited for this trophy and endured nothing but heartbreak. This time, everything felt different. Right after the semi-final win over Arsenal, PSG fans lit up Paris, sensing the hype for the final like never before. But they saved their most powerful moment for the end. When the full-time whistle blew, the PSG Ultras unveiled a stunning tifo, a hand-painted image of Enrique and his late daughter Zena, who tragically passed away in 2019 suffering from bone cancer. It mirrored a moment from Enrique's 2015 Champions League win with Barcelona. It was more than a tribute, it was a message of love, memory, and healing. An act that will go down in PSG history. It also showed how deeply these fans connect to their club and to their manager in particular, which is why the streets of Paris came to a complete standstill after the final. It's been over 40 hours now since PSG lifted the trophy, but the city hasn't stopped celebrating.
We are in Paris. They won it for the first time, so I don't know how we're going to all go back to our hotels. It's going to be quite a journey and quite an adventure, but I think we are in for a long celebration and probably not much sleep tonight. So, it's a fun night to be in Paris, I guess.
But here's the other side of that celebration, one that quickly spiraled out of control. Flares, fireworks, bus shelters smashed, cars torched. What started as euphoria turned into chaos and rioting. The violence claimed 2 lives, led to hundreds of arrests, and left dozens of police and firefighters injured.
Nothing justifies what happened in recent hours in the capital and in the country. Nothing. The violent clashes which took place are unacceptable, with a serious toll. 2 people have died. Some 30 police officers and several firefighters were wounded.
These are the two spectrums of PSG fandom. There are the passionate ultras, loyal and intense, but alongside them many fueling violence and mayhem. Even before the final, authorities had deployed 5,000 officers across Paris to manage the crowd. But such was the scale of the merriment that even this number proved not enough. But the tribute to Enrique serves as a strong reminder that this is what the world needs more of. That image of a father and daughter in triumph, in memory, in pain and in peace. That is what football is about, the emotional bond between fans, players and the club itself. So yes, PSG's first Champions League triumph will be remembered for many things: celebration, revelry, emotions and even violence. But above all, it will be remembered as a journey from exile to ecstasy, of proving years and years of superstar theory wrong. Enrique wanted to show the world what a winning team really looked like. It didn't have the big bucks, it did not have the superheroes, just a bunch of hungry, talented players with one singular vision, and that worked.
Firstpost now available in 9 languages on YouTube. English,
Stands at $36 trillion.
French,
Le FMI, comme
German,
Geschäftsführenden Direktor,
Hindi,
$30 trillion ka karj ho.
Indonesian,
Pemerintah tanpa pemeriksaan.
Italian,
Sekali radikali.
Japanese,
Yon todo do idioma.
Portuguese,
Por causa do próprio balanço patrimonial.
Spanish.
Beautiful bill.
Go to Settings, click on Audio Track and select the language of your choice. Be the first to know what's happening around you in your first language. Firstpost.